Heavy spoilers for The Boys, final. I didn't like The Boys finale. I wrote down some things that I didn't like about it. Why did they abandon the human versus superhero stuff in Gen V Season 1 and The Boys Season, 3, I think? Why did they abandon that stuff? I feel like humans versus superheroes were, the way they were going, and then they kind of pivoted to make Homelander believe that he was God. I just didn't like that. Another thing, why did they get rid of the most smartest person in the world when they were about to go on their most dangerous mission ever? I feel like the smartest person in the world would help, figure out a way into the White House and infiltrate the White House and be able to take down Homelander, but they got rid of her, before they could use her to figure out a plan to get in, so... I felt like that was dumb. Also, why did Starlight take the Deep near the ocean? Did she know that the fish were angry with the Deep? I'm guessing not, because of her reaction to the Deep dying, but... You're taking somebody that you're trying to defeat near, a place where he's at his strongest, which is the ocean. So I feel like you're putting yourself at a disadvantage by taking him there. This one was a little nitpicky, but this one I feel like is valid. Why did they build up Marie Monroe as the person who could take down Homelander, and then have her like an Easter egg in the finale? What was that for? You build her up like she could take down Homelander, but she didn't. So I just felt like that was a waste of her character, especially since you canceled the show too. Gen V Season 3. Which brings me to another point. Why build up so many ways to take down Homelander, and you use the way that you created in the second to last episode? Like Soldier Boy, Marie Monroe, the virus, only for Kimiko to be able to have the power that Soldier Boy had, and to take Homelander out. Which, I get, it's still the Soldier Boy route, but it's just you created that the episode before the finale, so it doesn't really, I feel like it's kind of just oh, here's this way to get it out, Which also, I guess, brings me to another point, kind of similar. Why were there no other countries involved? Why were just every other country just said, yeah, we'll allow this person who has, unlimited power to just rule a country? What is with that? Well, that's just dangerous. That's just dangerous. I'm not going to say it, but World War II, nobody would why would they just let that happen? Nobody's going to send a nuke or anything, or send military enforcement, or just let it happen? I don't know. That was just, it just didn't make sense. I just wrote here, kind of similar to MCU humor, where there's a funeral scene and it's talking about buttholes. I just thought that was just and I feel like throughout the whole season it's there's dramatic with Sister Sage and how Frenchie was appealing to her, and then she just pulled out a a sex object, and it was just oh, ha ha ha. I don't know, it's just MCU humor.